Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I want to talk about genetics, so stay tuned. So genetics is something we have no control over. Genetics, for example, determine how much muscle gain one can get naturally. So genetics also determine actually how your body structure is. For example, the length of your arms compared to the length of your torso, compared to the length of your limbs, your legs, for example. So that all have effects of when you lift weights. But also genetics can have a psychological impact, so mental impact on you. When we come to this world, we can't say, hey, give me this genetics because I want to be a bodybuilder, I want to look good. This is something we are born with. So when it gets a psychological game is when you train, for example, with friends, for example, you will notice that some of your friends or someone who you follow on Instagram develops much faster, grows much more muscle mass than you have in the same time training. So it can affect you mentally. Why? Because you want to have that rate of muscle gain as well. So given that you are doing the same trainings and same exercise, the nutrition is also the same, but the other person is gaining way much more muscle mass than you are. So genetics in one way or another can play with your mind and also demotivate you in the long run if you use that genetics. So why is that person gaining more than I am? Leaving all other variables. So for example, assuming that you are doing the same things nutrition wise and training wise the same, genetics can have an impact because you are thinking why you are not gaining that much given that you are doing all other things the same or even better. So genetics can have a impact on your mental game. So I'm here to say, don't compare yourself with others. Make sure that you are doing the right things. Don't think of the end goal all the time. Keep the process, so your training, your nutrition, keep that in check. This is your game. So if you're not a competitor, so if you are doing this to have be a better muscular version of yourself, it's your game. Of course you can look at others and think, okay, hey, what are they doing? What I'm not currently doing myself. What can I learn from them? That's something else. But if you are looking at someone else and question yourself, okay, hey, I am doing the same things, eating the same, training the same, but I'm not getting those results that person B is getting, and you translate that to a negative feedback to yourself, which can demotivate you. That's something that can have a negative impact on your long game. So when muscle building takes months, years, 5 years, a decade. So if you get demotivated in those 2-3 years and quit lifting, then you won't build that muscles which you were what was genetically possible for you. What I mean, okay, so let me give another example. Now assume person A and person B have the same ceiling, so they can build the same amount of muscle, but person A trains and can reach that ceiling way faster than person B. Person A can get near of that ceiling within a few years, but then their progress that they spike, and then their progress in muscle mass stays the same. But person B needs more time to reach that ceiling. So what person B then? So for person B, the mental game can be very hard because he will initially compare himself to person A. So person A's genetics were giving him a response which it makes him very responsive to training by spiking the muscular gains one can get. So he can reach the ceiling way faster. And person B needs more time, but he doesn't know that he eventually, after a few years, will have the same amount of muscle as person A. But in the few years he compares himself to person A, and it can lead to negative self-image or or leading to demotivating oneself. So person B can think, okay, you know what, I'm not responding the same as person A, fuck this training, this is something not for me. But he doesn't know that eventually, after some time, they will get at a similar level. Person B just needs more time. So this is also, genetics can play a role, that you just need more time to develop a better muscular version of yourself. So I have given 2 examples, but those both relate to building muscle. What about losing fat? Losing fat, for example, I usually coach people who just want to have a leaner version of themselves. I don't coach people who seek my assistance to compete, so to go very low in body levels. And so genetics in fat loss play a lesser role than in building muscle, because everyone can reach to a certain body percentage level. Yeah, so this means everyone has a pool of body fat, and everyone can go to a certain percentage, let's say 10% body fat. There's no genetics that says, hey, stop after 12%, stop it. We won't, genetics say no, we won't go below 12%. But many still say, many people still blame genetics, and many still use genetics as an excuse for not losing body fat. So I hope you have gotten some takeaways from this video. So genetics play a role in your better muscular version of yourself, but don't let it demotivate you. If you really love training, really love the lifestyle which comes with building muscle, so the nutrition, the activities you do, also your thought process, also the soft skills, planning ahead, how you the willpower, discipline, everything that comes together in this, which you can actually use in other aspects of your life as well. So don't give up your journey within this just because you think that you don't get the same results as another person. So focus on yourself, constantly check whether you are doing the right things, how you can improve yourself. Just let me know if you have any questions, and see you till the next time.